I have to get comfortable. Hey everybody, and welcome back. So today I figured that I was gonna share my top 10 favorite makeup brushes that I have in my own personal collection. So I have 3 face brushes, 3 blending brushes, 2 eyelid brushes, and 2 more like specific tool brushes. So I'm gonna start off with the face. So this one, I'm sorry that they're dirty, but I just used them to create this face. So this one is a Morphe stippling brush. I don't know the name of it, unfortunately, but it's just a regular old stippling brush. It has those like the dual end fibers. What I use for this one is really to like blend out my like contour, my blush, and my highlight, just to kind of help blend everything together, just because it's not as dense. It's a little bit more on the fluffier end kind of brush, and it's synthetic, so it just, I feel like it moves the product a little bit more better when I'm blending out. Just a really soft and durable brush, and I like the handle, I like the weight of it, so really nice one. Oh, and also, like, for people who have more of textured skin, like who have bigger pores on their face or have more acne on their face, this brush is a really great brush to put a foundation on, because like this one too, this one's a smaller dual end, and this one's a little bit more dense, a little bit more compact. This one's nice too, but the thing is the bristles, that they're so up and down that when you press in the liquid foundation, it gets into the pores or whatever texture that you may have on your skin a little bit more better, so you get a little bit more coverage. So that's really great to have. The next one I have is a Real Techniques. This one is actually a contour brush. This one is like a nice precision brush, also synthetic. A little bit more dense, a little bit more compact, but I actually don't use this brush for contour. I actually use this brush for highlighting. I love it to highlight. It grabs onto the highlight powder very well, so I can pack that on. So if I really want a really pretty glow, it also blends out very beautifully as well, so it could pack on or it could blend. And I just like that it has kind of a point, so I can kind of precisely get where I want that highlight to go. So that's a really great one. This other one is just a foundation brush. It's very fluffy. It's obviously very flat, as you can see. I actually don't use this for foundation either. I actually use this to set my under eye with translucent powder or any loose powder or compact powder that I do to set my concealer, just because I like how soft it is, that it really gets underneath my eye really nicely. And it packs on product nicely, so I do get enough to set that under eye with. I got this online. I got it, I don't know if it was on Crown Brushes. There was like some website where there was like a bunch of brushes that you can get from different like companies or something, so that's where I got this one. Next one, we're going to go on to eyes. This is a dual-ended brush that I got from Walmart a long time ago. It's pretty cool. It has a flat end right here. Flat end. And then it has a fluffy end right here. So I got this from Walmart in a package. It was like 3-in-1. And I ended up really liking this one, just because of how it really blends out my eyeshadow, especially on my crease area or up here. It's really fluffy, so when I do, I use this obviously for blending out eyeshadow if I have too much up here, or if it's like I need that to kind of be a little bit more seamless. This is a fantastic brush that I work with, and I use the end of it too. I pack on my eyeshadow with it, or I pack on an inner crease with it, so I do use both ends. This is a fantastic blending brush. This I got in Ulta. It was just, it says Studio Basics on the brush, but this one says eye blending and this one says smudger. I really don't use the end of it too well. As you can see, it's like all bent from like sitting in where my brushes sit. But I like this one as well because, once again, it is more precisioned. It has more of a point to it. Super duper fluffy, which I really like. So also to blend into my crease or blend out any eyeshadow that I may have. Really like this. It's just really soft, and it's just like, you want that kind of brush to, like, when you're working with a product, to kind of just, like, you can see like me doing this, it kind of just moves with you, and that's really helps when you're working out with eyeshadow and everything. So this other one that I got, this is also from Morphe. Unfortunately, again, I do not know the name of it, but I believe you would call this more of a precision blending brush. I recently just got this for Christmas in a kit. I am obsessed with this brush that I just recently got, but I really like it just because it's super tiny. Like compared to this one, it's a lot more tinier than that, but it still has a precision to it, so you can still really get into that crease and create that crease a lot more darker if you want to have a little bit more darker eyeshadow. But it's also fluffy enough to where you can blend that out, where it's not like something like a pencil brush where it's just like it's very a harder thing to kind of blend out. This is fantastic to really get into there, and just it's amazing. I really like it. Okay, so I have two for the lid. This one is actually a e.l.f. brush from e.l.f. It only costed me $1, which is awesome. It's very flat as well. But this grabs onto eyeshadow for the lid very nicely. It packs it on, and it just, it's synthetic as well. And it's just perfect for the lid. It fits on my eye really nicely. This other one that I got is also from Morphe. I got it in a little case that I got for Christmas. This I would probably, if they were like to identify it online, it would be more of like a concealer brush. But since it's so flat and dense, it's fantastic to put on like glitters or really harsher or really chunky eyeshadow, because you get so much fallout with that. But this really packs it on, and all you have to do is just like do more of a pat motion, and that really can pack on the eyeshadow, create more color, and just makes everything stay, instead of like you sweeping it on when you're working with something and it falls out all over your cheek and then you got a big old mess. So this is this is more of a pencil eye brush. It's really great. It's really stiff, like you can tell it's a little bit moves. The bristles are really compacted in there. What I like about this one is because when I'm especially getting underneath my eyes, you want something to have a little bit more better precision with like black eyeshadow. So it gets underneath my eyelashes really nicely. It darkens up that area, packs on the color, but still has that point to where it puts it exactly where I want it, but also can blend it out at the same time. So it does a lot, which is fantastic. And the last one, I got this one in an Ipsy bag, but this is actually, I think you can buy this one at Walgreens. It's Soho brand. I use this to fill in my eyebrows actually, because I like the thinness of it, so I feel that it creates better hair-like strokes, so it looks a little bit more natural. It doesn't look as harsh, and if I do want a harsher line underneath, that can create that kind of line as well. So it's a really great multitasking type brush. You can do a lot of things with it. Extend your tail, fill it in, do a lot of things, or even the eyeliner, but like I said, I use it for my brush. So that was it. That was all of them. It was only 10, not a lot. My little babies. Hopefully this helped you out in some way, trying to figure out if you need any help or deciding on brushes. Like a lot of these brushes you can find like at drugstores or like Walgreens or Target or something, so, or even something similar. It doesn't have to be this brush. But yeah, those are the brushes that help me create the looks that I do. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys, and that is it. So I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye! Okay. Nothing too harsh, too crazy, too, well, nothing. I need to breathe. I got 8 minutes. Is that okay? Okay.